Good morning. I am going to record a workout. It's going to be mostly a mobility flow, and then we're also going to work chest, triceps, and shoulders just a little bit. For the mobility flow, we're going to start out. So mobility is a little different than stretching or flexibility. Flexibility is kind of your ability to reach an end range of motion. So like my flexibility through my chest would stop about right here. My mobility, I think of it as, there's a little bit of controversy as to the differences between the two. I think of it as your functional strength through that end range of motion, right? So if I'm here, I'm almost useless. If I was to try to pull something from here, I'm not going to be able to pull much weight. My mobility takes me to about right here. But also, tied in with that, I can use flexibility to increase my mobility and vice versa. So mobility is going to be less about static stretching, more about using functional strength to get through a range of motion. So we're going to start out with a kind of a downward dog to an upward dog, but we're going to use a little bit of a flow to get there. So start out hands and knees, and I'm going to tuck my pelvis under, round my low back towards the ceiling, and then come here, do the opposite, back up. Pull your belly button in while you do this. You're sucking your stomach in, bracing your abs, and then down the other direction, arch that low back. From here, I'm going to go up one more time. Take my knees off the ground, send my hips up. I'm going to rock back. I'm going to move so you can see my shoulders. I don't have a professional setup here. Push my head through my arms. So I'm going to come here. Breathe. Lose your hat. And then come back to the high plank. Let your hips come down. Chest up. Shoulders back. And I'm really trying to pinch my shoulder blades together here. And then back up. Onto my toes. Hips go back. Again, trying to pinch my shoulder blades. This time, I'm trying to rotate my shoulders. If I think I'm trying to rotate my elbows out, as if I were trying to pull my thumbs backwards, my hands aren't going to actually move. And then the opposite, when I come to the bottom, I'm rotating so that my pinkies are coming to the outside, trying to rotate my elbows inwards. Again, it's not going to move, but that's the feeling. And with the hips come down, sink the hips back. You get one stretch, walk your hands out. Pull, walk your hands out. Grab the ground with your fingertips. Pull, and roll back up to the top. From here, put your hat back on. And now we're going to use some of those same positions to work the shoulders, chest, and triceps. So we're going to start out in a high plank position into the downward dog, and I'm going to let my elbows bend and up, down, and up. Try to get 8 to 12 reps there. You can pause the video if you need to. Actually, you will pause the video because I want you to do 8 to 12 reps there for 3 sets. If you don't feel like that third set, you're getting pretty close to failure at the end of that, then add an additional set and maybe one more additional set if you need to. But don't do more than 5 sets on that. From there, forgot what was next. We're going to do a lower body mobility drill. So we're going to start here. Feet spread. Feet spread. Sit tall. So pull your lower back up out of your pelvis. Chest up. And I'm going to bend one knee in, one knee out. Sit up. Trying to push my right glute down and my left knee down at the same time. You'll see I have my own hip mobility issues. Press them in. I'm being very forceful here. I can almost feel my legs shaking. I'm trying to push both sides down as hard as I can, keeping both heels on the ground at the same time. Hands off the ground. I'm going to rotate. And press. Hip down. Staying tall. Don't let your body lean. It's going to want to stay tall. Sit up into it. Hip down. Right knee down. Hold for about 8 seconds. Switch again. Hip down, knee down. Hold for 8 seconds. Pause the video. Do that about 8 to 12 times total. So about 4 to 6 on each leg. And then we're going to rotate here onto our backs. We're going to do this body weight only Turkish get up. So I'm going to go left leg down, right knee up. My right hand is going to be planted 45 degrees from my body. My left hand is going to go towards the ceiling. My eyes are on my hand the whole time. And I'm going to keep my hand stacked over my shoulder. So as my shoulder moves in space, I'm going to rock up onto this right elbow. Hand is still over the shoulder, up onto my palm. Hand is over the shoulder. From here, I'm going to establish a better base with my right hand. Bring my hips up. Swing that knee under. Keeping my hand over my shoulder. Rock up to the top. And stand. Come back down onto one knee. Set that post. Extend my leg. Rock back out. Ooh. Rock back out. Hips up. Extend. Come down. And recover. So we're going to do that 5 times on each arm. 5 times on each arm. And one more time. 5 times on each arm. That's going to work your mobility, your shoulder stability, your core strength, a whole bunch of stuff. So that's it. That's going to be today's workout. If you need anything, let me know. You can comment here. Give it a like, thumbs up, share, and that's it. Hope you're having a great day in quarantine.